I am ashamed. I would like to formally apologize to the board game community. I have let you down, and I promise to do better. Here's the deal. I have about 200 board games in my collection. There's about 15 of them that I have yet to play. You can call it a shelf of shame or a shelf of opportunity. I prefer to call it a shelf of shame because honestly, I could do better, and I will do better. And I want you to hold me accountable. Maybe every now and then leave a comment saying, "Hey Chris, have you played this game yet?" And if I haven't, then I will delete the comment. Because how dare you? Because frankly, that's not cool that you would call me out like that. So these are the games I have yet to play in my collection. Let's see what we have. First up is Sirens. I got this one last year at Gen Con. I purchased it along with Confusing Lands, another small box game. This one should be really easy to get to the table. My wife said she would play with me. We'll see if that holds true. Sirens. Next one my wife said she would play with me is Couture by Allplay. This one I bought in one of the Allplay bundles on Kickstarter, since Allplay tends to do that quite often. So this one I thought my wife might like, and she said she's into fashion. Okay, if she says so. But she said she'll play it and we shall see. But you know how that goes. Next on the list of games my wife said she would play with me is Take Time. This is a cooperative game where there's like a clock and you have these numbered cards that you're trying to put in the correct order. And there's different scenarios that you can play. This one should be pretty straightforward for me and her to play. So hopefully this one gets played soon. And last game my wife said she would play with me is Stacked. This is from the same company that made Cubed, which is an abstract game. This one is also an abstract game where you have these discs and you're trying to get rid of all your discs by stacking them in a certain order. This one should be another simple one to get played. My wife really enjoyed Cubed, so I'm optimistic that she will enjoy this one as well. Okay, these next couple of games are kind of different because I didn't actually buy these games. They were given to me in some way or another. First one is Lunar Skyline. I got this for volunteering at Gen Con last year. This is just one of the small box games I got. It's a trick-taking game, and I really enjoy trick-taking games, and the rest of my group enjoys them as well, so I think this would be another great one to get played. I just need to start bringing it to game nights. And the other game that I did not directly buy is Vegas Strip. I actually got this from Dice Tower West as part of their VIP package. It's like included in your gift bag, bag full of games. A lot of those games never really do it for me. This one seemed interesting though. I think it's a gambling game. I will have to look more into it though, but I think it's worth giving a shot. That's Vegas Strip. Okay, this next game is an interesting one. It is Transmissions. This one has been on my shelf for a couple years now. I bought it on Kickstarter, and I remember at the time loving the artwork and being intrigued by the gameplay, but it's just sat on my shelf. I've had little desire to break it out, and it's kind of on the cusp of going into the sell pile or actually me committing to opening it and reading the rulebook and bringing it to a game night. So time will tell on this one, but I haven't committed to moving it to the sell pile just yet, so we will see what happens with Transmissions. Okay, next game up. I think this is the last Allplay game I have. This is Twinkle Twinkle. This one has transparent tiles that you are trying to lay on your board and create these constellations and a nighttime sky. Seems very puzzly, very interesting. I think the name and the artwork actually do this game a disservice. Most of my game group shows little interest in playing this one, but I think the gameplay is actually quite deep, but I need to actually play it and get it to the table to confirm that. But that is Twinkle Twinkle. All right, next game on the list is Fauna. This is a trivia game, a party game, I believe. I bought this one off a Kickstarter after Tom Vassell gave it a lot of praise. This one is fun because I don't think you actually need to know the answers to win this one, and this game would work in a couple of my game groups actually, so I just need to open it up and start bringing it, but Fauna seems like a great trivia game to try out. All right, next on the list, this is probably the game I'm most excited to get to the table. It's tricky though because it's an app-driven game, and those are hard for me to get to the table just because I need to go to a certain game night in order to get them played because it is app driven. So going to a place like a bar or a game store is just too noisy for these kind of games. I need it to be a small crowd, just a few people who are committed to exploring the story on this one. And the great thing about this being an app game is the choices you make may come back to affect you later on in the game, as the app will track all that stuff and monitor your decisions. So I really want to try this one, The Dark Quarter. All right, next one on the list is The Quest for El Dorado. And this is not for lack of trying. I have brought this to many game nights. I know the rules very well because I've read them several times in hopes that this game gets played. It just never seems to interest the rest of my game group. I think they are interested in other deck builders at this point, since this one has been around for a while, and I think the gameplay might be a little too light for them. But because of that, I think this would have worked great in a lighter setting with some lighter gamers. But I'm going to continue to bring this one to get played, The Quest for El Dorado. And last game but not least is A Feast for Odin. This one is by Uwe Rosenberg. and I have had this one on my shelf longer than any of these other games. It's probably been 4 or 5 years now, and most games I would have thrown in the towel, but this one I've always been interested in playing, and honestly I don't have a great excuse for not playing it. It's a heavier game, and my group enjoys heavier games. We don't shy away from those at all. I just need to read the rulebook again and start bringing it to game nights. This one I think would get played very quickly if I just commit to it and relearn it. That is a feast for Odin. So those are the games currently on my shelf of shame. I am capable, I am strong, and I am promising that I will get these played by the end of the year. If you've made it this far in the video, I appreciate it, and I'm curious what games in your collection you still need to get played and what you're going to do about it. But whatever the case, I appreciate you watching. I'm Chris, and we'll see you soon.